Right before we ended Alenu, that was very nice, beautiful.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that.
Very nice.
Now I'm seeing another one from the Pele Yoetz.
Oh, okay.
You want to see that one? You good? All right. Are we up to on page Resh Lamed He? אוכל שם, בא לפה, מה, חיים יפים יש לך אתה. All right. So, I'm going to start on page Resh Lamed He. But before I'm going to start, I want to send out the show.
Yeah.
So, the Gemara in Masechet Brachot, we're up to page Resh Lamed He. אני רוצה לספר לכם סיפור. אתה אוהב סיפורים. Good, all right. Albert, you had a long break. No, let's go. רב הונא. תקיפו ל4 מהאדני דחמרה. Rav Huna, he had 400 barrels of wine. And what happened?
They became
Chometz, vinegar. Kol hayayin halach. He lost 400 barrels of wine. You know how much money is it? A lot of money. All right, so you heard your friend lost his business. You feel bad. What do? Go to his house. Tell him, David, what happened to you? Tells you, don't ask. I had 3 stores. And everything closes. According to this guy, I lost everything. על לגבי רב יהודה אחוה דרב סלח חסידה ורבנן. חכמים came to Rav Huna's house. Okay, you see your friend lost a lot of money. So, claim insurance. Go find a way to make the money back. זה אנחנו. בוא תשמעו חכמים שיש להם דעת תורה. They wear the glasses של הקדוש ברוך הוא, in a way. And they see through things that we don't see anything. So they wear the glasses של שמיים, and they look through that glasses. So they came to him and they see him, sitting over there. אמרו לה, לעיין מר במילה. Go check what exactly you did. מילה זה המעשים שלך. See what you gotta fix. What do you mean? Me? My name is Rabbi Huna. Today is Rabbi Gadol ani. How can you say so? How can you tell someone that lost his business? Well, go check your documents. What do you mean? I'm a great person. I have a lot of friends. I have a good name in the community. People like me. I'm known to be a big, very respectful person. How could you say that to me? Amar lahu umihashidna be'enaychu. What? And your eyes, do I look that I did something wrong? Abotai, we're talking about a big rabbi. It's not a rabbi. Rabbi Rav Huna, one of the greatest Amoraim in Shas. Well, they live in the 7th generation.
Right.
So they tell him, well, go fix things that you have to fix. אמר להם, וכי חשוד אני בעיניכם? Why, you think I did any sins that you're blaming me that I lost because of my עבירות? אמרו לו, וכי חשוד הקדוש ברוך הוא, דעבידינה בלא דינה? Why, Hashem can do something without any עבירה? You saying that you're clean. So how can you blame me for losing business? So they told him, why? Is the Kadosh Baruch Hu any different? If you lost something, well, you think it just happened? Obviously, you got to fix yourself. Okay. Amar lehu Rav Huna lehachamim. Rav Huna said to the Hachamim, okay, do you guys know of anything that I don't know? Rav Huna, in his eyes, perfect. He checked everything. Everything is legit. Everything is perfect. I have no idea why I lost 400 barrels of wine and everything became vinegar. So he asked him, listen, I checked all my documents and I checked everything that I did the past couple months. Everything seems okay. Do you know of anything that I don't know? Well, we heard something.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What did you hear? We heard Delo Yahiv Mar Shibisha Le'arise. Do you know what the Aris? No. Aris זה ככה. No. Aris, it means, אתה שומע? אתה Syrian too fast. Too fast. Let's continue. So, אמר לו, מה זה אריס? אריס ככה, it means I have a field. And I told him, listen, I'm not dealing with the field. You take care of the field and we take percentage. Land lease. Okay. אמר לו, listen, you take care of it, you take percentage, and everything else, it's mine. Well, okay. We heard that you didn't pay to your land listing.
Lease.
We heard that you didn't pay him. Mazeh, I didn't pay him. Amar lehu, mi kashavik li miti mineh. This guy, he takes more than enough. He's stealing from my portion. If our deal was 70-30, he takes 40%, not 30%. You know this line? Ganav batar ganuv beta'mata'im. You steal, Mishem, if you steal from a thief, you also get matato'im gneva. Let's say a thief came, you stole something, and you take from him, get matahil ta'om ta'am of gneva. פטור זה על קנס, אבל לא, זה קרן, על הפרינספל אתה חייב. אוקיי. So, היה פה משהו, a very gray area, that חכמים were not happy with Rav Huna. Whatever he took, but you were not supposed to take the branches. Whether he took the grapes, whatever he did something wrong. But the branches that he was supposed to get, you took it away from him. So your claim is he stole from me. And Hachamim told him whatever he stole, he was wrong. But what you did was also wrong.
So again, just so I understand the story, he's the landlord?
Yes.
No, he's a leasing.
I don't know who bought a bite.
Yeah,
But
the owner.
yeah. Then so they told him,
Is it because he's a chacham, or we should all act this way? Employee steals from you, deduct it from his paycheck. You need to pay him first and tell him you owe me the money.
it's a great question. The Mefarshim, they talk about it. But let's assume he stole money from you and you want to take. Hold on. So that gives you a right to give him a late check?
Not late.
I'm asking, I got it, but I'm saying that gives you a right to give him a late check?
Late?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, that's the case. Okay, so we could discuss about the grapes, but why are you taking something else from him? So okay, instead of 2,000, you want to give him 1,800. Fine. I'm not going to go with the 200. You want to give him 1,800? Fine. But I pay him on Friday. Why are you pushing 2 weeks? That alone, that's why you are wrong. No, לקח, גזמורה, he took branches. Okay.
He didn't deduct. He held.
Yeah, לקח את זה.
Something else.
Right. אמר לה, so once you heard the Hachamim told him that he was wrong, meaning till this second, in his mind he did something
Straight.
legit, halakha, has no problem, and they told him no, you are wrong.
He doesn't work for him, right? He's just.
He owns the land, but he has no time to deal with that. So he hired someone. You deal with this field. It would take percentage. You take 30%, and I'll take 70%. But you got to work.
Like a commission type thing.
Right. So he took more than 30%. So he took something else from the branches.
So the land was registered.
So once Hachamim told him that he was wrong, Amar lehu Rabuna lahachamim kabilna alai diyahivna le. If that's the case, I'll give him back whatever he deserves. If that's what you're telling me, fine. And he gave it back.
I know the outcome. I remember.
Omeret Gemara.
Two outcomes.
Yeah, one. Ika de Amri. Some say Hadar Hala v'Hava Hamra. Some hold, Bo Victor. Some hold that. Bo.
Became wine again.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's continue. We're done. So Omar Gemara, that one holds that the vinegar became wine, a miracle. And some hold no, didn't change. But the prices of the vinegar went up, shooting. So you got all his money back. עד כאן הסיפור של הגמרא. אומר הרב פele Yoetz, it's hard to say. And sometimes it's pain. And look, we sitting here on an open conversation, we got to know the truth. And we'll talk about it. But we cannot say it when you go to your friends. That you cannot say. You can say it to yourself. And it's hard. But whatever we're going to learn now, we cannot say it to other people, because if you will, you're going to kill them. And you're going to destroy them. But you have to know one thing. If it happened to you, go find out what things you did wrong. And that's the punishment that you caused it to yourself. But the beautiful things he gives us at the end, he gives us a beautiful and a great prayer. How a person can ask, maybe I messed up something. I don't know exactly. Please make sure that I want to fix it. And I'm so happy we're doing this right before Rosh Hashanah. It just came on the perfect day. בוא נראה. גם כי יבוא חולי. Do you see? גם כי יבוא חולי או הפסד על האדם בדרך הטבע. If a sickness came to a person by nature, or he lost money. So we're talking about over here two things. Health and wealth. Right? Health, that's briut. And wealth, money. So he says, if something came to a person, holy mahala, a sickness, or hefsed, or he lost money, ala adam b'derech haTorah by nature, yamin be'emunah shelema she'avonotav garmu lo. The cause for that is only averot, period, nothing else. You cannot blame anything on Hashem. This is the outcome shel averot, period. ולכן אמרו רבותינו ז"ל, that's what חכמים tell us, אם רואה אדם שייסורים באים עליו. That's what the Gemara says, if somebody sees that he suffers, מה יעשה? יפשפש במעשיו. Go check what exactly you did wrong. Yeah, go check your deeds. You have to check yourself. You can't just say, oh, it's the doctors, it's the him, it's the neighbor. שום דבר. It's only you. If you have someone to blame, it's only yourself. Now, it's very hard to say it to people. You know what happened? מגיע לך, אתה עשית עבירות. You kill a person. But at least we here, grown-ups, we are Baruch Hashem, we learn Torah, we're very educated over here. We have to know that if something bad happened, you got to check yourself. אין אחרת. Hold on. וכבר שמעתי על איש אחד בעל מעשים, and I want to tell you a story about a person. ירא אלוהים בשר מרע מאנשי דורנו. Someone from 200 years ago, at the time of the Pele Yoetz, he says, I want to tell you a story about someone from our generation. Someone ממש ירא שמיים, שזה היה דרכו, that was his path. כאשר הראה לו איזה הפסד במסעו ומתנו, let's say, he lost a deal, he lost money, או על כל המידע שעבד ממנו, or if let's say he lost something, he had a deal and he lost the deal, or he wanted to sell something. בקיצור, הפרנסה went a little shaky that day. מה הוא היה עושה? תכף, right away, היה חוזר מן השוק לביתו. He would close his shop, he would go home. הוא מתוודה ובוכה, היה עושה וידוי, he used to cry, ואומר עוונותיי יטו אלה. He used to say, ריבונו של עולם, I know I lost this, because maybe I didn't pay to my workers, maybe because I did this. הוא היה מתוודה, השם, I'm so sorry for what I did. You hear this? אומר הרב, הוא היה מתוודה right away. Wow, probably I messed up with something. הוא היה בוכה, השם, please, מחילה, I'm sorry for what I did. עד כאן, that's the Pele Yoetz. אומר הרב, now let's talk about, let's talk about us. אבל עתה בעוונותינו, unfortunately, us, our days, למצוא דבר דרך הטבע, אין איש שם עליו, nobody pays attention to this. אלא מפשפשים למצוא דרך טבע. זה החולי בא לו בסיבה זו, זה ההפסד בא לו בסיבה זו, oh, that sickness is because, maybe he didn't do exercise enough, that's why he got a heart attack, and the other one because of the food that he's eating, the other one because he fights with his mother-in-law, and the other one because he fights with himself. כל אחד סיפורים, they don't finish the stories. אומר הרב חביבי, nothing to do with your mother-in-law or your wife or nobody, it's yourself, period. But nobody wants to look into himself and to check whether I did something wrong or right. רגע, ואינו נותן לב כלל, he doesn't put any minutes, he doesn't even look on himself, לפשפש במעשיו ולשוב בתשובה. You don't do anything, you blame the whole world but yourself. And now watch this, because that's him. Now the worst. וגם הבאים לנוד לו ולנחמו, and the one of the friends and family that comes to him to comfort him, זה דברם, כך דרך העולם, this is life, this is nature, this is the world, what can I do? הרעות הולכות בעולם, listen, life, this is life, דברים לא יפים, bad things happening, רבים שתו וכדומה, many people they suffer. What do you think? You're the only one who suffers? We all suffer, you're part of these people who suffer, this is life, and people drink this bitter, liquid. What can I do? But בעזרת השם יהיה טוב. ואין איש שיאמר לו, and nobody is going to have the guts to tell him, שהתוכחות באות על העוון. What happened to you, it's because of your sins. So stop blaming anything, the world and life and Hashem. It's only because of your averot. Nobody says that to him. And he says, וכן ראוי בזמן הזה. And the truth is, this is the right thing to do nowadays. You cannot tell people that because of your averot. שאם יאמר לו כך, if you're going to tell him, שעוונותיו גברו, it's, what happened to you? Because of your sins. If you're going to tell him that, נמצא דעתה לנחומם, you went to comfort the person, but what happens? בצעורי כמצער, and you cause him a lot of pain. ואיכה משום איבה, and that's going to cause him to hate you. So you cannot tell people, listen, you got to check yourself. אומר, לא, habibi. We cannot say it to people today. So that's why we blame the doctors and everybody else, but the Baal Bayit, yourself. Okay, we cannot say it to people. But between you and yourself, you have to know if something wrong goes in your business or something wrong goes with health. It's only averot, period.
Someone does bad to you.
Huh?
Huh? Someone does aver to you in business. That's also because you have to blame yourself.
לפי הרב כן.
How do we find the חכמים? Like the Rav Huna came to the חכמים.
אני אגיד לך אחר כך, אל תדאג. אני אגיד לך כמה אחר כך, לא.
See where we stand.
אני אגיד לך אחר כך. אבל אתה בורח לקוויז, מה אני יכול לעשות? וואו. What?
I had a case, right? Something bad happened to me. thinking, what did I do with this? In the end, it was a blessing, right? The damage that I thought happened, I ended up making more money on the damage. At the time, I thought the whole world was over. How do you?
So number one, that's all. When anything bad happens, I'm אומר גם זו לטובה.
Okay, so how do you know it's Gamzu words?
Are we getting on?
And גם עונש זה לטובה. גם עונש זה לטובה.
So then it's not עבירה.
Huh?
Meaning, then you didn't do what he's saying is that he
No, מה
didn't
פתאום.
to
חכה דקה. Hold on. If, no. If, listen, maybe עידן זה כמו נחום יש גם זו ורבי עקיבא, I don't know. If he was at the level that he was saying גם זו לטובה, he had no problem. But at that time, he said, okay, so you became a very political thing with God. So hold on.
I was first checking, and then I said, this is going to be good also, and it ended up being good. But
Okay.
at the time, I was,
Good. At the time, you were in pain.
at the time, it was, yeah, a lot of
יפה. רבי עקיבא ונחום, הם לא אמרו, הם לא היו, they wouldn't be in pain. זה מצוין. This is perfect. So אנחנו לא אומרים ככה. Hold on, that pain, it causes עבירות, 100%. אין ספק.
Cleans out of it.
It cleans. Now, probably you're a good person. So once you did whatever you did, Kadosh Baruch Hu took that thing and he switched it to something good, something great. הבנת? That's exactly מה שקרה עם אבונה. When they told him you were wrong, right away he took upon himself, I gotta fix the thing. But it's pain. Hold on. The Hachamim told me that by the halach.
He didn't hate them.
Has v'shalom.
So Rabbi, usually you said before, usually if you tell people that,
That's
you did something.
He says, Omer ba'avonotenu, in our generations. But back in the days, ma pitom. I want to tell you something. The biggest, the biggest bond that I had with the Rabbi Alav Shalom, the reason was he was honest with me. And from the beginning, when I went and I got, very, very close with him, he told me from the beginning, you want to be close, you're going to have to accept what I tell you. I said, Rabbi, 100%. It wasn't easy times. Sometimes it was very harsh. But I know it's either I want to have a true rabbi or someone that's going to pay me, oh, you're such a good person. Don't take the garbage. It's a sheker. Tell me straight to my face. And I loved it. It caused me to be so bekesha with him. The bar was unbelievable. Why? I knew he's honest with me. He's so true. Don't be hypocrite. Don't play two faces. High and behind your back, people talk. It's the most disgusting things that I see in life. So, that's the bond that I had, at least with my rabbi, that I was able to accept the musar. It wasn't easy. Sometimes it was very harsh. Sometimes, I remember it was Shabbat. I was so embarrassed. Not that he did it in public, never in life. It was between me and him when we were walking to the shul. I wanted to run away. I really, really wanted to run away. I felt dib. I was 20, 21. I felt dib. Like, what's up with me? But you know something?
What did you think?
I was down the whole Shabbat. I couldn't pray Shacharit. I couldn't. I was mamash b'tzar gadol mod. And I said to myself, I wish I was able to take a car and just run away to Yerushalayim. I don't want to be here. And Motzei Shabbat, it was I think this moment of my life, it was my biggest decision and my change in life was that Shabbat. I felt I want to run away. Ka'avli. I felt dib. I did something which I like to Hacham Bichlal.
What decision was him saying that?
To stay with the rabbi and get bash when you need to get it, or run away. And if you run away, it means you're never. No. I can't get my hand. That's not the question. But you're never gonna grow. You're never gonna grow. You cannot be perfect. Nobody's perfect. And everybody around you tells you, Albert, you're the best, and you're so nice. Who tells you the truth? Maybe your wife when you want to hear something. Maybe. And even
I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
I don't need it. Do this.
היא צודקת.
We don't want to hear it.
I know, אני מכיר אותך, but she is right. Your wife is right. Yeah. God bless them. אבל אתם צריכים לדעת, it was a very tough Shabbat. And מוצאי Shabbat, I said to myself, it's either I'll bite my tongue and I stay here, and this is the place that you're going to get musar for real. No washi and all the shtiyot. No friends. This is the place that the rabbi is going to take you, is going to mold you to become a man with responsibility and take it all the way. זה היה מוצאי שבת, זה היה ככה, לקחת, take my car, and just to run away ירושלים. אני זוכר את זה, כאילו היה עכשיו. I remember, כאילו זה קרה עכשיו. And I said to myself, יונתן, זה או אתה אמיתי, או אתה שקרן. It's either you're an honest person or you're a liar. ואם אתה אמיתי, here's your rabbi, לטוב ולרע. לטוב ולרע. יש כאלה רוצים רבי, אתה כל הזמן טוב וטוב. חביבי, אתה לא הכי טוב, אתה לא משה רבנו. You did a mistake. So it was a very hard decision. But I did it. And I'm very happy that I did a good decision. היה כואב, but you know something? I think I'm the only one. I think Ariel, he was the one who brought me a letter. I have a letter from the Rabbi Alav Shalom, שהוא כתב לי מכתב. He wrote me a letter. ואתה כבני, you're like my son, you are the fruits of my spirit. I don't think there's anyone in the world that has this letter. And הרב כתב את זה על אחד. I was the lucky one to write, שהוא כתב כזה מכתב. Ariel, he was in Israel and he gave him the letter to give it to me. But that's 15, 18 years after. But the man who it wasn't easy. But to reach to the point that Rabbi could tell you, you're like my son, ואתה כבני. To use this line, העולם הבא, זה לא משחק ילדים. הוא אומר לי, ואתה כבני, you're like my son, the fruit of my spirit.
Right? Rabbi, you're a rabbi. But is it also to take hochacha from a person that maybe you don't think as him? How are you going to take hochacha?
Excellent question. Excellent question. רפאל, אם שאלת שאלה יפה, זה עכשיו שאלה יפה מאוד. He asked a beautiful question. והרמב"ם כותב, קבל את האמת ממי שאמרו, אפילו מגוי ואפילו מילד קטן. אם זה אמת, זה אמת. מה אכפת לי אם הוא גוי או ילד קטן? זה אמת. ככה כותב הרמב"ם. קבל את האמת, accept the truth, even from a goy or a little kid. אם זה אמת, take it. זה הוא צודק. You cannot fool yourself. You can't. קבל את האמת. And you know what, Ralph? I better off. I want to hear the אמת. Trust me. It's hard, but I'll accept 100%. אם זה אמת, I'll take it. כי זה אמת. אבל אם זה לא אמת, לא כדי לזבל. אבל אם זה אמת, קח את זה, גם ילד קטן. אין שום דבר. זה יצר רע. ככה, ראית? זה יצר רע. האמת היא אחד. Are you wrong or you're right? What you did was right or wrong. If you're wrong, accept. אתה לא בסדר, take it and change. But some people, they don't want to change. They like the routine. I like this, and don't bother me. You know, I'm not 18 years old. This is my life. אתה מבין אותי?
Is it wrong to give it away to someone that's older than you?
מה זאת אומרת?
Like, for example, just a situation like me and Rafi, would it be if I see, let's say, somebody doing something and he's older than me, and then I tell him, oh, you just did something like that, that's I. Or should you tell him if it's
the way you say it, no?
Perfect.
100%.
ומאוד. בתורה יש מצווה להוכיח. It doesn't say age. There is no ages by תוכחה. There's a mitzvah to rebuke. Ma, if I'm 18, so I cannot talk only to people below 18?
No.
So you have a rabbi say, the age of 30, 40, 50. You cannot talk to people, 60, 80, 70, 80. Babaya.
You have to also know the person that you rebuke. If you rebuke somebody that's going to take from you, then you rebuke. You can sell him. But if you know the guy is up there and he doesn't care, how are you going to rebuke?
You have to also know how to say
You have to know. You
Yeah.
have to know how. If it's a friend that you can tell him right away, it's fine. If it's things that it's big, you first have to. He has to feel that you care about him. I want to tell you something. I had someone, maybe 2 years. I wanted to say something to him, and I'm holding this for 2 years. And I don't know what to do with the guy. Really, it was really bothering me. He was doing wrong things. It was bothering me. A couple of weeks ago, it was right after I came back from the summer. So I called the person, and I called him to my house. I called him. When he came to my house, I had a nice plate. I had, nuts, grapes, drinks. דיברתי איתו, אכלנו, דיברתי איתו וזה, how was your wife in life, and how was your mother, and how was this, ככה. Maybe 30 minutes about himself. And then I took a Gemara, and I learned with him a piece of Gemara, and then I told him a pshat that I heard from my rabbi, that he heard it from Rabbi Shach Shalom. And I told him the pshat. And that's how I got into him. We sat maybe almost 2 hours. That I could have told him in the shul, it will take exactly 20 seconds.
And you'll be 20 seconds later.
Exactly. 2 hours I sat down with him. What I said to him, it was exactly 1 minute. But I had to do rubbish and go around and around. Yeah? I want to tell you, when he left the house, not only he left happy, he left, someone cares about me. Someone cares about me. I think that was much better than what I told him. It was like he felt someone cares. And I really, and you know something, I can tell you something. I met kids from there. They told me, oh, we met him, and he, he's, you, blah, blah, blah. And I said, wow, if that's how people think about him, I want to tell him that. I want to tell him that people think about him very highly. But there's one thing that, in my eyes, he's doing wrong. So I called him for a meeting. And I made it the most pleasant meeting ever. And again, it's something that I kept in my heart for 2 years. And I just didn't know how to deal with them. I just looked at the you need sometimes, when people feels that you care about him, the tochaha is a 10 times better. It's not even a rebuke. He feels you. And sometimes it takes to call the person. Sometimes it takes you do something for others. And again, it's you invest for something for later. You do something, so when time is up, you can tell him something. The local. But if you really want to be met, if you care about somebody, he has to feel that you care about him. Because you see people, shh. Maybe it's not going to last. It's not going to last. No. But that's Ish. You really want him to shush? Watch this. You want quiet. That's what makes you feel good. He likes to talk. That's what makes him feel good. So while you're good, it's gonna push his good. Meaning, what makes me feel good is I like to talk. I like to talk to my friends. I like to smile to people around me. It makes my tefillah much nicer. And, I love it. I just feel social during tefillah. You want quiet. So you want shh, because it makes you kavanah. But that's what makes you good and happy. And what makes me happy is to talk. So why you think you're better than me? What makes my tefillah is when I talk, and what makes you tefillah good is when you be quiet. So now, so now they bump into each other. So you tell him shush, meaning he feels you're killing my tefillah. You're killing my social life in shul. I can't. I got to do it. How in the world do you think you're going to change him? You're not going to change him ever.
Wow.
Never. You're never going to. And you know what? It's not only that you're never going to change him. The minute he's going to see you, just to get you.
He's trying to change you.
Do you know how you can do it? When you do something for the person. Can give you coffee. Just take a person in shul that he has this. You go, what do you like? Coffee, tea. You make it 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. The next time when he talks, don't tefillah. Do you think he's gonna talk now?
He's gonna watch. He's gonna be careful.
Okay.
He's gonna coffee, Rabbi.
Good.
He's gonna feel better. He's gonna make
Good.
it
He's
better.
gonna care about your quietness.
הבנתם את זה? הבנתם איך זה עובד? יפה מאוד. תדעו לכם, לפעמים, what it takes is not the best people. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's really wrong. What it takes is let him feel that you care about him. Do something for him. Do something for him. Why kids sometimes they're so great? Because they feel mama, she did something for them. When a father tells his son, wow, you did so great and you prayed so nice. So now father comes, he's gonna talk. He's not gonna talk. Still like that, if I mean the rebukes, it's not to tell him stop doing this. He needs to feel that you love him. And if he feels that you love him, wow, you can take it so far in life. דוד, זה נכון מה שאני אומר או לא נכון? מה אתה רוצה להגיד לנו היום?
מה הרב אמר, איך זה בעברית? מה הרב אמר
תוכחה?
No, the rabbi write for you something, and you said in English. What is it
הוא
in
כתב
English?
לי, אמר לי, ואתה כבני פרי רוחי. זה ילודה, כזה דבר לוקחים לקבר לעולם הבא.
How do you show a 5-year-old you love him?
Taking it to Allah.
Huh?
How do you show a 5-year-old you love him?
Hug.